Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, March 18th, 2019. I'm Dirty Jerz, and you are watching the 7th episode of the Dirty Jerz vlog. So the reason why we're making a video today is because later this week, I will be making my festival debut at ShamrockFest 2019. So let me just tell you a little bit about ShamrockFest. It is the largest St. Patrick's Day music festival in the United States, and it happens here once a year. ShamrockFest brings 40,000 people every year. It brings big acts such as Flogging Molly's, Dropkick Murphys, Shaggy was there one year, even Vanilla Ice. This year we're going to have the Mighty Boss Tones, the Mahones, Andrew WK. And it all takes place at RFK Stadium, as I said earlier, which, if these buildings weren't in the way, would be within sight, and this festival will be within walking distance of my house, which is awesome. And besides the fact that it's my big festival debut, which I've been waiting 8 years for, ShamrockFest has an extra value to me because I was there in 2013 as a patron. I was there in 2016 again. So for me, it's a festival that, I've been to when I was younger and always have wanted to play there. And so thanks to the awesome people at Highball Events, I get to start my music festival journey here in 2019 at ShamrockFest. So today we don't have all that much time to work with. I do have work later today, but we're going to just keep it simple and going to continue what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks, which is looking for tracks and preparing a master playlist for me to pick from when I'm playing live. It takes digging through, a lot of suggestions and tracks from iTunes, Beatport, from SoundCloud, and any suggestions I get sent to me. Alright, it's 2:40 and I'm walking my way to my bartending job. We got a lot of good work done today, which is important. I feel like I got a good list going because I play in nightclubs mostly, or in venues a lot, where you gotta build off who was before you, build into who's after you. And in those environments, you can always just feed off of whatever the crowd is doing, whatever the overall vibe is, build your set off of that based on your own instincts. But music festivals are definitely different. While you still kind of have that lineup kind of vibe where you can build into and out of other artists, the attention is very much on you. The people are facing your direction. And thus, you kind of have to own whatever your style is. And for someone who has stylistically changed dramatically over the last 8 years or so, it's something that is very difficult for me to kind of pick what direction I want to go in, what direction I want to take the crowd in. So while as always nothing will be, pre-planned, I do have to have a much more exact idea of kind of the direction we go with the music. So I actually think I've been given a pretty lucky break with my time slot. Gonna be opening up the whole thing at noon, 12 to 1 at the Irish Village stage. While there's not going to be a lot of people at the early time, it does allow me to do something I've been able to do my entire career, which is, start off with nobody and then build into the set, which is something with house music I feel I can do very well. This allows me to do a more tech house, future house kind of style set, because before that I had no idea what I was going to play. But anyway, it's time to go make drinks. Hey guys, it is Tuesday morning and we have a packed day ahead of us. No day job today, but that only means I'm, front loading the entire day full of preparation for Saturday's set. But first, I'm going right now to Hyattsville, Maryland, and I'm gonna meet up with some of my, DJ family. So about a week ago today, we lost someone very special. Our girl Sal, who was known by Salamander, passed away, and it's really rocked me. It's been a very rough week for everyone in the DC DJ community. She was someone that was very special to us, very loving and so very talented. But in the wake of the tragedy, we're all trying our best to unite as one dance music community here in the DMV. And so 1 week ago today would have been a day with her and her wonderful girlfriend Anais to go see Captain Marvel, so we're going to honor that today. A bunch of us are going out, today with her to enjoy the movie.
He can't sleep. He's surviving on his urine, so he's hoping.
South Tribute, Night Base. Woot woot. Woot.
then I would bring
27.
Sounds like some good old-fashioned DC traffic. Alright, we're just getting back. So we are going to get some mashup work done today, but first, I'm still in full Banchan coma mode right now, so I'm going to go crush a nap, and then we'll be right back for the evening to get all this done for ShamrockFest. I actually started my career 8 years ago making mashups for fun. Mashups are a great way to take different aspects of multiple tracks and to make your own creation out of the tools provided from those works. A well-done mashup can really change the feeling and emotion of that a full song, a beat, or even a vocal sample can provide, and you are able to add your own creative spin to existing tracks. Mashups are also a great way for young producers and DJs to gain production expertise while also gaining an early body of work to build off of. Even at its most basic level, production, mashups included, take a lot of time and a lot of extremely last-minute changes that can be very tedious. And at the end of the day, you're really your biggest critic. I made 2 mashups for the show, and with less than 5 minutes before I started, I scrapped them because I felt that they were either didn't fit the vibe or that they weren't the quality that I had wanted them to be. So despite all this work, they went unused. But these are decisions that you have to make. Never let your pride blind your quality. It's Wednesday morning, time to get back to work. So my family is really into cards, and I love it. And my biggest fans, my mom and dad sent me a St. Patrick's Day card with something I'm definitely going to be using a lot over the next couple days. And my biggest supporters since the beginning, and they're really excited for me to play at ShamrockFest. So thank you guys for your support. So if this track looks easy, it's because it is. I was able to make this in about 20 minutes. This is very basic mixing and sound engineering. All this is 2 tracks mashed up together real quick. This is one track, other track, fading in and out into kind of the climax or drop of this track over here. And this is something I can usually do live, and I enjoy doing live. I've kind of grown away from making mashups in studio as opposed to just doing some live, unless there are some elements that need a lot of cutting and splicing with certain vocal samples. But the reason why I'm doing this kind of in studio is I'm really trying to get myself reacquainted with, production. So right now we're recording our ShamrockFest warm-up mix. It's only going to be about 20 minutes, but there's a few reasons why we're doing this. So number one, we're going to be releasing this today on Mixcloud, just as something to promote the event, or promote my own set, and kind of remind people I'm still playing that, and kind of stir up a little bit of hype. But furthermore, it allows me to experiment with new tracks like this that I haven't played before, and kind of get to know them. You have some new tracks inside and out, all the cue points, everything. So this allows me to kind of, get some of the, the rust off of myself as a DJ, and also to kind of, get to know my tracks as how they play out. I'm sad of millions of people right now.
Hi guys.
As in my mom, so.
Hi mom.
Alright guys, it is a rainy Thursday morning, which is perfect for, buckling down, getting some stuff done today. So today's pretty straightforward. We're just going to be loading all the tracks that I set up in my Playtunes on iList onto my record box software, which you guys have seen me use before. And we try, analyze my tracks and set hot cues and things like that. And from that, we put that onto our handy-dandy USB over here, and this is what we're going to be playing live. Of course, we're using a brand new one, so I have to reanalyze every single track and redo all the hot cue points. But again, it gets me more time to get more custom with the tracks that I do have. But the problem is, this laptop, I got this back in like 2012, so it's a bit old and it's very slow. It's gonna take a little while. For this 1 hour set, we have about 6.5 hours worth of music prepared. We have 68 tracks ready to go. It's just so we can have one large playlist to pick from. And of course, I'm still gonna bring my other USB so we can have, almost days worth of music to select from if I do feel for a need to find the track that I didn't put on here. Because there's always a moment when you're playing live where a track comes to your head that you maybe didn't think of in the days beforehand. So if you have as much available to you as possible, then you're going to be able to find that and play it out live, and that tends to be a lot of fun to do. So I was able to fill up the USB and get everything all set. All the hot cues are in place. All the tracks are analyzed. I am on an equipment sense, ready to go. So right now I'm going off to work, but I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'm going to go over kind of how I prepare for shows mentally and physically now that all the equipment, everything else is, all the technical stuff is done. Catch you guys later. Alright, it is Friday morning. It is 24 hours away from when I have to be at RFK Stadium. But for right now, it's over 45 degrees, but you know what that means. It means I rock heavy with the shorts and sandals, even when it's cold out. Hey, so we're now pretty much done with all the technical things that we have to do. The USB is loaded, the hotkeys are set. So right now I want to show you guys how I, like to mentally prepare for a big show like this. Of course, you have to start off with some bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sliders from Pretzel Bakery. So it's very easy to get very caught up with upcoming shows, especially one as big as the one that I'm playing tomorrow. So I'm taking the entire day to kind of relax. And one ritual that I've always had is watching just kind of like dumb animated shows that I'm a huge fan of, such as Archer, Futurama, just to kind of like get myself thinking about anything else but music, because it can be so easy to get all caught up in what's coming up. So it's to kind of clear my mind for after all the work I've been doing. And just bought season 9, so I'm going to be spending the day binging this. Alright, so crushed that season in about 2.5 hours, and now we're going to do a little bit of shopping. All set for tomorrow. That's where we're going to be tomorrow. RFK Stadium.
Viens pour promouvoir
the,
ce projet
grounds
de
ready
nouvelle
looks
route de
like.
retrouver un ensemble d'investissement.
When you don't have a wine key, but your friend used to work at Home Depot.
My son. Oh crap,
Kids, this is why you buy a wine key.
I broke it, it's fine. I got the pliers. I got the pliers.
This is the exact kind of relaxing documentary to watch. I think my vlogs and new videos are a cat. Alright, and right now we're back at the place, and we have the backup mixer all packed and ready to go. It's always important to have a plan B for everything. I don't plan on taking this with me, but if there's anything wrong that I find out during the sound checks tomorrow morning, I can just run back, grab everything, and go. There's also a ton of wires in the other half of the suitcase here. Alright, it's a little bit past midnight, and now it's just time to go to bed, and tomorrow's going to be a crazy day. See you guys there. Change in time. I've been moved from opening at 12 to on at 2 o'clock. Hey guys, so right now we're back at the house. So just to kind of go over everything that's happened so far, I got there, I got all the credentials. However, it was extremely windy last night, and it blew off the tent. So they're trying to reset that up. That means my set time is moved till 2, but unfortunately that means it would be my set would be cut in half to 30 minutes, which is no time at all. And again, it's no one's fault. This is an act of God kind of thing. So the organizers, they're doing their best, are scrambling to make things happen. Right now I'm working with the stage manager, and the hope is we can get the equipment set up, so I can start, really as soon as possible. By perhaps a stroke of luck, one of the DJs had to cancel. So if I can, I'm going to try to push to kind of take over some slots so I can have more time, but we're gonna do everything we can, and we're prepared for anything. This is what we're here for. We have a plan B in place. I have enough music to go up from anywhere from 30 minutes to, 3 hours, whatever is needed. I'm ready to go. So right now, I'm just trying to mentally, map out what I think I'm going to try to do in a shortened time span. Be ready for anything to happen, and this is the perfect example. It'll be far from the first time that some crazy acts of nature have altered, performances, and it will not be the last. So I'll get through this. It's more anything else, just overcoming, the disappointment of having everything cut in half. But we're gonna work on everything and try to do the best show possible. I have friends on the way, and I'm really excited for that. All right, so we're gonna try this again. It's 11:45. There's no use to just sitting in the house and moping or trying to think of anything else to do. The only way I can be helpful is to be there and help with the setup. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys, new update. We have the new set time is now a full hour, 1:30 to 2:30. I'm so excited for that change. Again, everything's tentative, but I think we have something good going. Now it's time to relax and get ready. We have about 40 minutes before I go on. Alright guys, so it doesn't look like we're gonna have a lot of people, but I'm gonna have just my friends over there, which is awesome. I'm so glad they came out. But we're gonna play like there's 1,000 people. See you guys soon. 15 minutes showtime. 5 minutes showtime, let's go.
Switching it up, we're making it right. New rules on the vinyl. Take over control. Take over control. Let me crack, let's go! Everyone clap your hands for Sal! We love you, girl! Everyone makes noise!
Shamrock 2019 turned out to be a great experience for me, and not only in the fun that I had playing it, but I feel like I was able to really reaffirm my talent and to grow as an artist and as a professional. This was an event that was over 6 months in the making for me, and I was having countless sleepless nights over my festival debut. My set wasn't perfect. I felt like I perhaps was a little too poppy near the end as opposed to maintaining the awesome house vibe that I had going. But overall, I felt like it was a strong set, and the people that came over to my stage really enjoyed it. Speaking of which, I really want to give a huge thank you to those who came out, particularly those in this video. Many of you have been fans of what I've been doing since the very beginning. What really blew me away was how many of you told me how proud you were of me. You've seen me play in basements, dorms, even school cafeterias, all usually to empty rooms, and here we are all these years later at ShamrockFest, an event we used to go to together as fans, and now I'm on the stage. Without your constant support through the best and worst of times, I would not be where I am now. So from the deepest valleys of my heart, I want to thank you. I love you all. And this has been episode 7 of the Dirty Jerz vlog. Thank you for watching. Sal, we love you and miss you.